Alright guys, so you guys have been asking me for a follow-up video on the Galaxy Note 9. And here's I'm going to give you my follow-up video. This is actually the front camera of the Galaxy Note 9. I'm just holding it with my hand, that's why it's a little shaky. But I want to give you a follow-up video, let you know how this phone has been doing. I promise you guys that I'll start putting out some more footage, and we're going to go ahead and go with that. So, looking at the viewfinder here, the footage looks great like it did when I first got the phone. Let's take a look at it. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay Will. So it's time to kick off a follow-up video. I never wait this long to do videos on follow-up. One of the number one questions I've been getting is how do I feel against where's the Note 9? Well, the Note 9 has been sitting to the sidelines, you know, because all these phones on the table I've gotten, and I think they deserve some attention. You know what I'm saying? So phones like this we know are going to be around, and tons of people have purchased them, and that's just what it is. But the Galaxy Note 9, a lot of you guys feel like it's in a class of its own. Now right now no one's competing with Samsung in the one area, which is just an S Pen. So, you know, if you get mad easy, you might want to click off of this video. That doesn't mean I'm going to get ready to trash this phone, obviously, because this phone is fantastic. I've had this phone right here for over a month. I bought the Cloud Silver over a month ago, I think. But in the interim of that, all these other phones started to pop off. And all these other phones beat this phone in one area in particular, which is price. So me being a reviewer, I want to try to get as many affordable phones as I can to, you know, see what they're about. One area where these phones are all the same, Snapdragon 845. There's a Snapdragon 845 in every phone on this table that I have laid out right here. Period. It's there. And one thing that this phone does better than this phone is performance. This phone does better in performance. Now, before you guys pop off and be like, oh, it's because you got the 6 gig. No, it's not. These phones right here are fast because they're stock Android. Now, Samsung has released a Samsung One or something like that. I think it's called. I forgot what it's called. But nonetheless, they're going to try to compete. You know, and there's betas out there, but I haven't watched any of those videos, and I'm not going to. I'm going to just wait until I get to that point where I get to use it, because I'm not going to be swayed by somebody else's opinion. So these two phones right here are really, really fast in performance compared to this phone, and that's just my personal opinion. You know, this phone right here beats out every phone on the table when it comes to design and futuristic, taking us where it needs to go next. You know what I'm saying? This phone is ceramic. It looks fantastic. You've got the sliding mechanism with the camera on the top. No phones are doing that right now. I powered it off because I get 1,000 messages on this phone. But no phones are doing that right now. Some people, oh, well, moving parts, Jay. Moving parts is bad for you. It's going to break. Whatever. Y'all can ride that train. I'm not going to. But this design of this phone, to me, is better than, I mean, this has a 6.4-inch display also. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's smaller. I mean, you got to consider these things now. It's a lot more compact than the Note. So the One Plus is a little bit more compact too. Yeah, a lot more compact, you know. But some of you guys just, you know, like something and you like it, and you don't want to hear anything against what you like. But on this channel, I'm gonna tell you what my experience is with it, and that's what you're gonna have to understand. This is just Jay Will's experience, and this is just Jay Will's opinion on it. You don't have to agree. Let me clean off my boy over here. I don't want you to agree if you disagree. If you disagree, you disagree. Agree to disagree. Now, this phone right here is nice. It offers something, like I said, that all of these phones kind of don't offer at the same time. But, you know, the LG pretty much has most of the features of this phone, like Quad HD display, you know, the great cameras, wireless charging, IP68 or IP67, whichever one. It's got an IP rating. You know, it has a headphone jack. You know, it doesn't have stereo speakers, but it has like this boom speakers or whatever. You know, it's there. But then again, you know, some of you guys would say, you know, it's got an iris scanner, it's got facial recognition, but that S Pen is what people seem to want to separate this phone away from other phones. But I look at it as just a phone with something extra, and it's just this pen. This pen is not worth $500. Do you understand what I'm saying? The pen is not worth $500. Not to me. It may be worth $500 to you, but it's not worth $500 to me. And some of you guys say, well, I got mine on a promo, you know, whatever. That's fine. But that just lets me know that you don't think this phone is worth $1,000 either. You didn't get it on a promo because, oh, yeah, That's just great. But you're looking for the most affordable value as well, and that's why I don't understand some people that say, you know, I wouldn't pay $1,000 for it. Well, you did, you know, your phone may have cost $1,000 for the numbers show, but most of you guys don't even have this phone. I put a poll up online under my, let me go to it. Let's see here. I put this poll up on my channel, on my community tab, and I asked who has the Galaxy Note 9, the OnePlus 6T. Only 16%. Let's zoom here for a minute. Only 16% of you guys that are, and that's 3,000, over 3,000 votes. Who has the Galaxy Note 9? Almost 3,000 votes. Only 17% of you guys have it. Same thing with a 10R. 10% have it. So it leads me to believe, who's really buying these phones, man? Who are the people commenting on the videos opposed to the people who actually have the devices? That lets me know that people who want the Galaxy Note, they're not willing to spend $1,000 for it. They're just not willing to do it. It doesn't make people who did it stupid for spending $1,000, but I live unlocked, and that's one of the things about living unlocked. I got to pay the full cost. You know, this phone was $600, and this phone was $365. This one was $450. This one was $290, and this one was given to me by Google for review. So if, you know, whenever they ask for that back, you know what I'm saying, I give it back. But this phone starts at $800. You understand what I'm saying? So if they even ask for it back, but I was buying it anyway. I just wasn't gonna buy black. I was gonna buy white. So you guys knew that already if you follow me on social media. But all I'm saying is the Galaxy Note is a great phone, folks. Some of you guys say, well, Jay, it's the most complete phone. And I keep telling you, complete is in the eyes of the beholder. You guys name off all, not everybody. And again, fellas, ladies, this isn't a diss video. This isn't anything like that. Because remember, I spent my money too. So, and I spent a lot more money than you spent. These are just the ones laying on the table. Some of you guys don't have but like 1 or 2 phones. Respect, because you don't need them all. I have 4 lines to myself, and yes, I need all those lines. For those that keep asking me that, and stop asking me why. I need them. You know, it's not for personal use. The reality check is, a lot of you guys did not spend $1,000 for this phone, and you feel like you got a great deal. Well, you know what? You did get a good deal. You got a good deal, son, because you didn't spend $1,000 on it. But that also tells me that you're not willing to spend $1,000, and you don't think this phone is $1,000. If there were no now think about the percentage on my poll. My poll only had maybe what, 10% ratio or 20% ratio of people that actually had these phones. Imagine if there were no promos. How many of you guys in the comments of this video, if you're paying attention to this video, answer this question at the 9-minute mark. Who would pay $1,000 for this phone if there was no promos? I mean, I obviously did it. All right, I did it already. But would you have paid $1,000 if you could not have gotten it on promo? Think about that before you answer now, because the percentage of you guys who even have the phone now is between 10 and 20%. So, and that's with promos. Because a lot of you guys in the comments say, hey, yeah, I got it on a promo. I got it on a promo. I didn't even pay it. I got it for $325, or I got it for $500. I know a lot of you guys do not want to pay $1,000. Some of you guys brag and boast about it being $1,000. It's a complete phone, but you don't want to pay $1,000 for this phone. You know this phone isn't worth $1,000. No more than this phone is worth $800, or this phone being worth $600 to $750. No way. For me, this and this is the best value right now. Just because a phone isn't in the US, that doesn't mean it can't be good. This phone right here, fantastic value for outside of the US and inside the US. This phone right here can be rooted to turn into a Pixel. Shout out to Max Lee once again. You can turn this phone into a straight Pixel ROM, and it works. And it costs less than this phone. It costs even less than this. I don't know, folks. The Galaxy Note 9 is it's the best Galaxy Note. It's Samsung's best offering. And the stereo speakers, I didn't forget if I didn't say that already, but there's a lot in this phone, but the most people use, some people don't even use the S Pen. I do. Smart Select and writing on the screen is the only 2 things I do with the S Pen. Now, the stereo speakers, I obviously love the stereo speakers. Cameras for social media, I obviously use it for that. But what else are you doing with all these features that you keep naming in the comment section of videos? You blabbering them all out, but are you even using them? The S Pen is what I hear people talk a lot about, and I use my S Pen. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for me to have this phone if I'm not going to use the S Pen. I can just get a Galaxy S9. People don't seem to be offended by that, but when I say it's just a phone, or when reviewers say it's just a phone with a pen on it, people get people get upset, man. They get upset. Why they want to defend this phone, I don't know. Brand loyalty is played out. I'm enjoying everything. And I say that if there was no promos on this phone, however you answered, you guys are not willing to pay $1,000 for this phone without promos. If you couldn't finance it on your carrier, most people would not get this phone. Most people would be spending at tops maybe $300 for a phone if you had to pay out of pocket. Most people. I didn't say anybody, and I didn't point anybody out in particular, but I'm out here, and I'm telling you, I've been in places where I was the techie in the room, and other people, I felt out of place because I was like, well, the tops I'll go is about $550, and they looking at me like I'm crazy. They're like, I'm not spending more than $29 on the phone. I'm not spending more than $99 on the phone. And I was like, wow, I feel weird in this group right here. And I don't think that's changed. A person would rather go into Walmart and buy a phone for like $30-40 that pretty much can get on Instagram, Twitter, Chrome, you know, get on. This is what world we're in right now. Social media. That's it. That's all we're in. So, you know, the follow-up video on the Galaxy Note, man, reality is it's still working like a Galaxy Note. It's still good. There's no problems with it, no hiccups, but it's not the best value when you're paying $500 or $500 to $1,000. If you can get this for $500 or less, you are winning. And right now it's on promo get this promo for $799. This phone is definitely worth $799 in my opinion. So get it if you were looking for it, because then you can get the cloud silver color. And supposedly they're coming out with a white color. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the Galaxy Note 9, the only thing that you can say that separates it from other phones is that S Pen. And so what? The S Pen can control. Some people are like, oh, Jay, what about DeX? I already use DeX. Nobody's got time to be plugging in a cable to their monitor. People, you guys say that, but you guys are not doing that, man. How many times have you plugged your phone into your monitor? Come on, son. Be honest. And there's no way for us to really know that you're telling the truth, or I'm telling you, because we're over video and I'm just talking. But come on, man. Come on. You guys are not buying a cable to plug it into your TV. And stop it, man. Stop it. You would rarely use those features. DeX is not a computer replacement. DeX is a temporary fix for somebody that might need some quick typing to do or something like that, and that's what it is. But you know, this is a boss up phone. But this and this are the better purchases. Flat out. That's what it is. So it's your man Jay Will. I want to give you a quick follow-up video. Yeah, the Galaxy Note's still around. I may put some more videos out it. I may compare it to this phone right here, but you know, this phone is going to beat it out in areas that you already know it's going to beat it out in. So I always be like, well, what's the point in comparing it? The Galaxy Note technically on paper offers more features, but the Galaxy Note does not get better battery, and the cameras are not destroying this phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Discussions are discussions. Talk about it down below. I'll see you in the next one.